Brittany. So today is gonna be a popcorn chat video, and today we'll be discussing Jurassic World. Now, for pretty much for a long time, I think even after Jurassic Park 3, and I think somewhere, um, I think at some point, I'm not sure when. I think this was maybe, I think, because I remember around 2007 or 2008, around there, I remember hearing about that there would be a fourth movie of Jurassic Park 4, and I think there were some fans who really wanted a 4, and I think there were some who thought, no, like, no, that's not gonna happen, but somehow I just didn't quite believe that. I thought, you know what? No, there will be. Like, it may not be right now, but soon. Like, because I remember thinking, it may not be right now, but, there might be a time, and I believe that one day that there will be a fourth one. And as it turns out that we do. Now, the title may not be Jurassic Park 4, but it is still a 4, it's still a sequel, and it's the fourth installment, and that is Jurassic World. So, and of course, and honestly, I think with every Jurassic Park movie I've seen in theaters, like, okay, so when Jurassic Park came out, the first one, in 93, I was a year old. So yes, I was that young, and I was, I was there. But of course, I didn't stay there long, because I was just, crying, and I was just scared, because I was just still a baby. And then when The Lost World came out in 97, that was in May, so that was like months before my birthday, so I was 5 at the time. And then when Jurassic Park 3 came out in 2001, I was, oh gosh, I need to think, 8? I think so. I would have to calculate that. And then when Jurassic World came out in 2015, it was in June, I believe, and I was, okay, trying to think here. I was 23 at the time. So, and of course, I was just very excited to go see Jurassic World. And so, of course, when I did saw it, I remember thinking, like, and in a way, I was kind of feeling anxious too, only because I thought, I don't know if they're gonna show Rexy. Because I thought, I don't know if it's gonna show that maybe, that she died and that they get this other dinosaur. But, of course, seeing Rexy, now I will leave a trailer. Well, I will leave my reaction video to when I reacted to it, because when I saw, wait, I may have to find it if I did reacted to the trailer, because I think it's Fallen Kingdom I'm thinking about, but with Jurassic World, I might have to find it, but I'll still leave the, I'll put it up here so you can go check out my reaction to the trailer. But yes, I was very excited, and but I'm not even sure if I did a reaction to Jurassic World of the trailer, because I didn't start doing YouTube. I didn't even do my videos until a year later. So yeah, I might have to find that, but in case if I don't find that, then I'll just leave the one to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, so you can see that. But I did get emotional, and I just want to say that now for those who may or may not like Jurassic World, that's completely okay. I do like it though. I really do, and even though somehow I wish it could have been titled Jurassic Park 4, because I don't know, to me, I just love how it sounds of Jurassic Park, because it just fits really well. But I think, I'm still okay with it being titled as Jurassic World. And I think the reason why is because even though it's taking place at a theme park called Jurassic World, but yet once these dinosaurs get loose, then of course it goes beyond to much bigger than just a theme park. They're everywhere. They're spreading out through all the world, and I think that's why it's called Jurassic World. So yeah, I mean it still sounds nice, but I think Jurassic Park just sounds, I don't know, it just has a little bit more, I don't know how to say it, but it just sounds a little bit more nice. Well, title wise speaking, so I'm just saying. Yes, overall I do like Jurassic World, and I even though I was hoping to see the cast back, but I thought, because I even thought I'm not going to expect anything, only because if I have so many expectations, to see Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, and whoever might be in the fourth one, let's say even those who were in the Lost World, or even Jurassic Park 3, I thought as much as I would like to see even the original cast of Jurassic Park, I thought, well, what if I don't? What if they don't exactly do that? So I thought, well, I'll just have to keep an open mind to, no matter if there's going to be a new cast. So, and because there is, we get Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and these other good actors as well. I thought, well, okay, I'm fine with it. And I think that's another thing too, is that when you are, like, if there's a new movie that you really want to go see, the best thing not to do is to have such high expectations, to really expect so much, like who you hope they would cast when they probably would not, or you hope that this is what you might see when they may not even show that. Because if you expect a whole lot, or if you expect so many things that you hope to see, whether if it's the cast or just some things you hope to see, and yet it completely is, if it turns out completely differently, then yeah, a lot of people are gonna be disappointed, because they had such high expectations for a movie they were excited about, and now they're left with disappointment. So, and that's the one thing I learned, is that not to expect anything, like just to keep an open mind to whether they could or may not, and that no matter which direction it may took, just to go into the movie blindly, and then once you see it for yourself, I think then it's like, okay, so what do I think about this? I didn't expect so much of it, but so far, okay, it turned out good. It didn't turn out like I thought it would, but it still turned out good, and I think there are some things that could have turned out better, but other than that, I still like this movie, and the cast, the music, and pretty much maybe, and if there's, like, let's say there's things you like, and there's some things you felt you didn't quite like, and you could have changed that, then that's okay. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. But anyway, on with Jurassic World is that I remember thinking, now of course the one thing I expected was Rexy. That was the only thing I expected. But other than that, I did not got my hopes up too high with everything else because I thought I don't know if they're gonna go that way or not. So I remember thinking, okay, you know what? I'm still excited because for so long I've been waiting for a fourth movie to Jurassic Park, and I thought we're finally gonna get one. So I'm not gonna expect so much of it, of anything. I just wanna be surprised, and I just want to be able to see the movie and see how I may like it. And then, of course, by the time I did to go and see it, I was actually, it turns out I liked it, which I still do. And the one thing that made me feel emotional was seeing Rexy again, because I remember when what was it? When Bryce Dallas Howard's when one of her nephews in the movie said that we need more teeth. I just remember thinking like, Rexy, and so I remember thinking, oh gosh, this is we're gonna see her, and then of course she got the flare. She was running in those heels, which I'm like, how can she run in those heels? But I know it might seem ridiculous, but I thought, hey, you know what? If she can run in those heels, good for her. But at the same time, I still find it dangerous because it's like, what happens if if you run in heels and then you trip over, and what if you, have a really nasty fall and you scrape your face, or what if you fall backwards and you hit your tailbone or hit your back really hard, so those are the things I have concern with when running in heels. But other than that, I think she did a good job in running in heels in Jurassic World. So then, of course, when she gets to the gate to the paddock, and then she tells Lowry to open it, and he's like, "Are you crazy?" And then when then of course when he does, and then when the gate is opening, I just remember just feeling excited, and just seeing Rexy coming out of the gate of the paddock. I just remember, I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling quite emotional. I was teary-eyed, and I just remember just feeling so happy. But the one thing that did concern me was the way Rexy looked, because she looked like she didn't look how she did in Jurassic Park, and to me it almost looked like if she wasn't being properly fed, because it just seemed like she didn't have enough muscle tone to her, and I think with the CGI on her, I mean, it looked okay, but I think it could have been, I think that part itself could have looked better, more realistic, like in the first, because the first is without a doubt, the best, and just looks really realistic because they used the animatronics, and they were very detailed with the dinosaur animatronics, and with that, and then with the CGI, with that combined together, it just turned out so well done. It turned out amazing, which it still does. It still holds up, and so yeah, that was my concern. But other than that, it wasn't something I was completely complaining about. But I thought, oh gosh, like, okay, I love seeing her again, but it just seems like I feel like what happened to her tone, like her color, her tone color and everything. It seemed like that had faded away. Well, in a way, it seemed like it did, and it just seemed like she, you know what I mean? It seemed like there wasn't enough muscle tone to wear. So it almost seemed like if she wasn't being properly fed, if you know what I mean. Um, but anyway, so but yeah, I do like the cast though. I do like Chris Pratt's performance and Bryce Dallas Howard and with everyone else in this movie. And then of course you get the Indominus Rex. Yeah, yeah, okay. At first I was thinking, wait, am I thinking of Fallen Kingdom? But no, that's the Indoraptor. This is the Indominus Rex. So yeah, the Indominus Rex is a combine of a different uh it's a complete meat it's a no it's a mix of different dinosaurs. I think one is part velociraptor, I think a cuttlefish as well, because I think then it had the ability to blend into to camouflage with its atmosphere. And I think there's some other things in it too, which I don't know what. I may have to look that up. But I remember just seeing the Indominus Rex and just how, like, to me, how scary it seemed. And I'm like, okay, I do not like this. And so, now of course, that's the one thing I did not expect too, was a dinosaur hybrid. But I thought, well, you know, my mind was open to that anything could happen, but to see that, I was like, okay, this is, you know, quite different. But then to see how things went horribly wrong because of the Indominus Rex, it was like, okay, you know, terminate it, like, now. So yeah, that was like the one thing I did not like. And I would say there were some moments where I actually felt quite scared of the Indominus Rex, and I'm like, oh, this is one bad, you know, bit, if you know what I mean. And I'm thinking, okay, this thing has to be executed immediately, you know. So yeah, that's just how I felt about it. But like I said, so overall, like I said, I do like Jurassic World, but I did not like the Indominus Rex. To me, I did saw it as a villain. And then, of course, what I like about it towards the end is that Rexy is fighting with Indominus Rex along with Blue um and how pretty much towards the end, you know, they're like facing each other, but then when it's like the one thing I did not expect either is that the Mosasaurus comes out of the water and gets a hold of the Indominus Rex by the neck and drags it down to the water. So that was pretty much its meal. So, but I also like the way how it ended too, with the music and the way how the camera moves, you know, that way, and then we get to see Rexy one last time, and then we just see her, and even during that part was also emotional too. I couldn't help it then as we see her, and also she wars. But I do agree with those who mentioned the sound of the war. Yeah, I think they could have used the war sound from the first, but they didn't. But still, I still like the way it ended. And yeah, now I know I'm pretty much going over with the dinosaurs and everything, but I'm just being honest about that. But yes, like I said, I like everything about this movie, and like I said, I do like the performances of the cast, and yes, I will do a review on it, but I do think the CGI could have looked better. I think they could have really took their time with it, but they didn't, and I think that's why Rexy looked, you know, the way she did. But oh well, you know, can't go back and fix it now, you know. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this popcorn chat on Jurassic World. So that's all for today, and I'll see you at the movies. Oh, and I keep forgetting, but I should keep mentioning this in my videos, but so for more movie content, please subscribe. And if you like Jurassic World, leave a like and leave a comment on what you thought of it. And yeah, and click the bell to be notified when I upload. That's all. Okay, and that is all for now. And I'll see you at the movies.